There's no escaping them.
More Frosty, Heidi, and Frank now
On 95.5 KLOF.
A lot of people are changing it up for themselves as far as entertainment at home. Like the Sunday drive is back in popularity. My daughter said she wanted to start having like theme nights at the house. I'm like, what? Theme nights? Or we have to dress like it's like a formal night where you dress up and go to dinner, or it's kind of like a high school spirit week.
Right.
Oh, it's backward clothes day. Everybody's their clothes backwards.
Look at you, crisscross.
Something dumb like that. So people are just trying to keep their minds from turning into pudding, especially if you're sitting down and just watching streaming stuff all the time.
It's becoming very common, Frank, these theme nights.
Yeah.
Very common. People they're craving going to a Mexican restaurant, for instance, so they'll get all the goods to duplicate a Mexican restaurant so they feel like they're going out. John Krasinski just did a prom for a bunch of kids online. All the kids dressed up for prom, videoed, danced and virtually danced on Zoom. I mean, it was fantastic. People are doing these
I
things.
don't know if that'd be cool if I'm a grown man and I'm throwing a virtual prom for kids to show up in their prom outfits, and I'm just some guy who doesn't have kids.
No, he's got kids.
But he
Prom kids?
Not prom
little
kids.
kids.
But he's
What did
doing
he?
it
Was
for
he
other
the
people.
DJ or the host?
Yeah, he did it, and then he had celebrities show up
Got
for
it.
the prom.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah, we cross streams on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday, though, so we'll talk about what to watch on television and streaming networks tomorrow. But, yeah, what are you doing at home just to change it up for you in the meantime? You being creative at all? If you have chores around the house, and it's not really distinguished whose chores or what, it's like, hey, can you do the dishes or can you take out the garbage? And who's ever's there. The whole day survivor-style tribal council to decide who does the dishes. But it's going to be basically taped confessionals. You cast your ballots, and then you pull them out one by one and say, oh, look, Cassidy does dishes tonight because she lost 3-1. And then you go back later, a month later, and you watch the confessionals.
Wow. Okay.
That's
when the family fights start. That was you guys.
That could be fun.
Well, whoever cooks doesn't have to
Then
do
you
the
could
dishes.
break up.
So somebody's be cooking every night too. Because if I cooked, I don't need to do the dishes. That's just respect.
Why?
I cooked. Somebody else does dishes.
I bought the food.
So then you're not either, and I'm not. Who's left? Who didn't do anything? Who didn't buy the food or cook?
So is that the rule? Who didn't do anything?
Who didn't do anything? I cooked all the food. You bought the food. I prepared it all. Got you all ready to go. Now
That's
what?
not Johnny's rule.
No, well, you see, I disagree with that because the cook, if I'm cooking something, I'll clean up as I'm kind of going. So there's not a whole lot there to clean up
Right,
after
you're
we
not
eat.
a messy cook.
Yeah, but there's, some people like my father-in-law who will cook everything and then just leave pots and pans all over the place. There's like butter dishes over here.
So see, I agree with you. I clean as I go the stuff that I'm making the food in, but then afterwards, there's the plates and the bowls and the glasses. That's on somebody. I clean as I go too. It's like, okay, that
So
pot's
you're not
done.
you don't clean the dishes as well. You make her do
All right,
it.
look, we're both itching the same spot
made
at the
me
same
itch.
time. No,
Yeah,
we
you started
both just
itching first.
started itching.
You start itching first.
Are we becoming one person?
You got
'Cause
fleas.
I probably do have fleas.
So you make her do the dishes every single night.
No, I mean, a lot of times we just leave them for morning, and since she's home,
And your cats get on the counter, start licking all that crap. You guys are gross.
I
Do
don't
you let your
mind.
cats on the counter where you prep food?
No, I mean not when I'm around. They don't. They know not to. Well, one cat
do you
doesn't
lock
come
them
around
in
at
a
all.
room?
One cat doesn't come around
You
at
don't
all.
have a cat that's always up there like, hey, I'll lick the
No,
beaters.
they're not, because from the time I brought them home, I was like, no, not gonna get out now. Go on now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you sound like so much fun.
I am. I'm such a lady.
Cats love you. No wonder one hides under the bed
I'm
for the
fine
last
with it.
30 years.
Don't go to my counters. I can't stand it. So but how I played at my
So we're
house
all
is
the
I
cat.
always assume there was a cat butthole on the island. Always. I just always assume, even if there wasn't, I just assume there was. So I always disinfect before I have people.
Or the
before
cat
I,
is walking on it because it was just
in the
burying
litter
its
box.
turds earlier.
You're right. So I just always have to keep it clean in case. I err on the side of butthole.
Just like Eric.
Yep. When in doubt, assume there was a butthole there.
So if you've done anything creative at home, just switch it up a little bit, want to share your ideas, let us know what they are so we can all maintain some sense of sanity and just kill some time, because that's what we're doing. We're just killing time and trying to stay safe. But if you are getting completely annoyed by the people you're with or the one that you're quarantined with and you're together as a couple, is it okay to break up with someone right now?
Well, where are you going?
I mean,
Now we're stuck.
and plus we're still in this thing, we're still in the pandemic, so it's like there's something major going on right now. Is it okay to break up during something major going on?
I wouldn't advise it.
Why not?
Well, that's like somebody gets cancer and you're like, oh, damn it.
That's the time to get out.
You were like thinking about it, and then he or she gets cancer, and then you're like, well, can't.
What
go,
kind of cancer?
Can't go now. It is kidney.
Kidney?
And it's in both.
I'm out. You
No,
know why?
you can't
They're
be.
probably going to ask me for one.
You can't be out. You can't be out.
If I was already on the edge of being out, I don't want you to ask me for a kidney, then I got to donate one. I'm out.
So she says, honey, I got some bad news. The doctor says I have cancer. It's in my kidneys, both. You say,
I have some bad news, too.
what, honey, what?
I'm leaving you.
But I just got cancer. You can't. I have kidney cancer. It's in
I
both.
don't have time to celebrate. I'm just telling you I'm leaving you.
You're the most horrible person. I really need you right now. If you could do that to somebody, I don't know. I could not.
I
could not.
I think I'd have to have proof.
Okay. Well, you'll come to the next doctor's
You're not
visit.
just shaving your head and
You'll look
wearing
at-
some fancy sash.
You'll look at my kidney ultrasounds to confirm
I think you
the.
can buy those online. I don't trust it. I'll talk to the doctor himself in person.
Well, the next time I pee blood, I'll have you swing in the
Oh,
bathroom.
God. Is that what happens? I don't even know.
I don't know either. I made that up, so don't.
What do you think, Eric? Is it okay to dump somebody right now if you're on the outs?
I think so. I know that sounds weird coming from me, but if you are in quarantine away from one another and you just can't be together and you were already on the outs, then I say just end it.
Oh, that is easier than being together and deciding I don't.
I think a majority of couples don't live together yet. I think a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends don't move in quite so fast.
No. I'm talking during a quarantine they did.
Oh,
It's
they're together,
'cause
living in the
you guys,
same home.
We got to come to my
There's
house.
so
or-
many people that have roommates that obviously you're dating other people, but you have roommates.
Right.
And then when this quarantine happened, we're all going to stay safer at home. People just went to their boyfriend, girlfriend's home, whoever had the best campsite, and we're staying here together. Everyone's still paying their rent for their roommates for this place they're not living. But now you're really getting to know what it's like. And it's kind of an excuse to live together. It's like, sorry, Mom, he was over and then the quarantine, so he couldn't go home. It's like, you're not living together, are you?
No, I still have my place.
No. He still got his place. I still have my
So
place.
it's a trial run, sort
Pretty
of.
much trial run. You realize, nope, this is not working out. So is it okay to break up now and just go back to your place? Even though you had one roommate who didn't have anybody, they're still living at home. They haven't been around you.
No, I don't think you can do it
So
to
you
your
have
roommate.
to stay.
I think whoever you're quarantined with right now, you stay there with that person. The end.
So you may know in your head you're going to break up, but I
Yeah.
don't think you say that out loud.
But she
yet.
probably does too. I mean, you're just bang buddies at this point.
Yeah.
If you're still banging, you're probably not breaking up.
Oh, there are plenty of people who stay because the sex is good, but everything else sucks. It's like if we didn't have that.
And there's nothing
I'm
to
not
do.
saying you're
Frank.
not breaking up.
People aren't doing. You can't do anything. You might as well have sex with
You
the
can't
human.
find somebody else to have sex with, so you might as well just
exactly.
be nice to this one night. All right. Hello, Christine.
Good morning.
Did you break up during this pandemic?
Oh no, I was talking to somebody. My boyfriend shaved his head into a mohawk, and every night to sort of keep ourselves entertained, I draw different designs and pictures on his head.
Oh, like tattoos on the sides of his head?
Yes, but they're in like magic markers, so they wash off every time he showers. So every day we just color something new on there.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
what
fun.
have you drawn on the side of his head?
So I've done like gold vines and stuff like that. I've done like it on Game of Thrones where they saw like the White Walkers on the wall. I've done that on one side of his head.
Wow.
Frank, would you let me draw on your head?
No, I think Christine's an artist. I think you're like, is that a zebra or a giraffe? I
How
can't
dare
tell.
you? Believe me, when I draw the penis on your head, you'll know it. What it is.
Is it a giraffe or a penis?
Do you see any spots?
It's infantigo. Christine, thank you
That
so
is
much.
fun.
I'm going to give you and your boyfriend a 1-year VIP, okay?
Oh, thank you. We listen to you every morning.
Thank you. Now you can watch the show and go back to listen to old episodes.
Yay!
It's all the good stuff. Stay on hold. We'll hook you
We
up.
call them pre-corona episodes.
Hello, Victor.
Hi. Hi, Frank. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, you said here about your old girlfriend was dying of cancer, and then you didn't know and you broke up.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what? She was dealing with it in her own way. She was really, really crazy. Like, she would get really, really drunk, and we would get kicked out of restaurants, concerts, dances, comedy clubs. And she was extremely successful. She was a professor at a university. And I didn't believe her. I thought she was lying. I thought she was a stripper. But she was so much more successful than me that I felt really awkward, so I broke up with her. And then I was like, oh, what an idiot. She was the best thing that's happened to you. And so I kept calling her, and she never answered. And then I looked at her Facebook, and there it was. She had passed away of cancer.
Oh, man.
So she was dealing with her cancer by drinking and just trying to not feel anything, but she would get drunk, way too drunk all the time.
Yes. I'm not real crazy. I was really crazy at the time, and everybody was telling me to marry her, but she was just way out of my league. And now
your own insecurity wouldn't let you marry a woman who looks like a stripper but is a successful professor? You couldn't do that because your own insecurities?
Exactly, Frank. Exactly.
You thought she'd find out one day that you're a total loser?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now in hindsight, I'm thinking, what an idiot. But at the time, I felt really, awkward because she would have parties at her house and all these professors and athletes would show up, and then I was like, and I would leave.
You didn't feel smart enough for her.
Exactly, because she was getting published on magazines.
Wow.
Those smart magazines, though, not those,
so what complete
celebrity
idiot
stuff.
did you end up with?
Oh, no, I'm still, looking around.
Oh, you're still single.
Oh, all
okay.
right.
All right. I thought.
But, I take that pain with me for the rest of my life.
How long
this
ago
would
was
be
that?
horrible news for his new girlfriend. Who's like, well, yeah, I'm a total idiot if Victor's chosen to keep me around.
No, my new girlfriend, she's very successful. She's a teacher. But she's just, she never got me kicked out of anywhere. Well, except for a comedy club.
Why are you getting kicked out of comedy clubs?
He dates women who drink a lot.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. No, well,
Now
she
let's
was
take a shot.
She was just getting offended because of the jokes.
Ah, that'll happen. I wouldn't stay with her.
She started yelling at the comedian because she was offended by a joke.
Yeah. Well, she didn't yell at him. She was just being really loud.
Was it some comedian we might know?
No. This was at the Improv at that, open mic night, I think.
Oh, God.
Got it.
Seriously, open mic nights. Those are the best. John had cancer. Hey, John.
Hey, guys.
Hey, John.
Yeah, what's up? I was diagnosed with cancer in August. I just got married in April. I had my operation in February. They removed my bladder, my prostate of all damn things, and my lymph nodes. Well, I got home, told her what was happening with the prostate. The old Banuch doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And last night I had a little accident with my ostomy bag. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, it's that poop bag on the
Okay.
side of you. Yeah.
It's the P
Yeah.
one.
Well, I spilled some pee all over our brand new couch. And she jumped up at 4 a.m. It's over. I'm leaving. I'm not living with you and your pee bag.
Wow.
So,
Oh my
yeah,
God, I'm so
talk
sorry.
about screwed up people.
Oh my
I-
God.
Well, what were you
I
doing
knew
on
it.
the couch fiddling with your colostomy bag? Why didn't you go to the bathroom and do that?
Pardon?
What were you doing on the couch fiddling with your colostomy bag where you spilled pee on the new couch? Why couldn't you go to the bathroom and empty that?
Well, I bought a $1,000 bed. I'm on medication to help me get to sleep. So I decided to let her sleep in the bedroom until I got used to this thing. I'm still not used to it.
Right.
I mean, this is a whole new life for me.
Yeah.
But, and I knew her for 4 years. She was bouncing from shelter to shelter until I got it together to put her on the leash and get her a place. So, hey guys, go figure.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
go-
so sorry. Did they get all of
Go
your? Did they
figure.
get all of your cancer? Was it in your lymph nodes?
No, it didn't make the lymph
Good.
nodes.
Okay,
I left out.
But they took those anyway.
But they did get all the cancer. I'm cancer-free now,
Well, that's good news.
but I'm single again, and I'm 62. I'm tired of playing this game.
And now you got a colostomy bag. And
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
only carry-on.
Ostomy bag. Ostomy.
Yeah.
Colostomy
Big difference.
bag is the colon. He's got pee.
Just a
Ostomy.
pee bag.
Oh, it's just
not
not.
a poo bag.
Either way, I think an ostomy or a colostomy bag, they're considered a carry-on. So you,
Oh, yes.
when you travel, you only get that one bag now.
Yeah, it's really a pain.
I would
Really a
imagine.
pain.
You're always going to have to check.
You will get used to
your
it, though.
suitcase.
You will
That
get used to it.
counts.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing. I'm very hard of hearing. I'm a Vietnam vet, and I have a little trouble here with the ears.
That's okay,
Anyway,
man.
guys.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
calling
your
in and
service,
telling us your
too.
story. Sorry she broke up with you. Sorry about your situation, man.
Hey, life goes on, you know?
Yeah, I guess it does. You are proof of that.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
John. Thank you so much.
Wow, John. See,
See,
come
so if
on.
you were getting down about being stuck in your house, being trapped with your family, you could be John.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Took his
that.
prostate.
Be grateful. Be thankful. Be humble.
Took his prostate and his bladder.
So, could be much worse. Whatever you're going through, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, he just gave
Think
us
about
a
that.
giant dose of perspective.
Ashley broke up over FaceTime during quarantine. I guess if you couldn't be together, though, it's like, well, you know, we're kind of long distance relationship in it now, and
At least it was
just
FaceTime. It
just
wasn't.
can't see us being together anymore. That makes sense. Ashley, is that what happened? You guys just been far apart too long?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Yeah. So actually, no, what happened was I was still, we were still seeing each other on the weekends because we were like breaking the quarantine rules. But yeah, no, we would see each other every weekend and we were just starting to argue too much. I think that was it. And he called me on Sunday after we spent the weekend together and he broke up with me on FaceTime.
I think now might be the best time to break up with somebody because you think that Ashley can't go out and get somebody else right now because of the quarantine. But you're already breaking the rules, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What we're
Yeah, but I guess the worst part is like not being able to like go out to the bar with your girlfriends or hang out with anyone and keep the distraction off. So
Exactly.
that's the only thing.
You can't go get
Yeah.
drunk and sleep with some stranger.
Right, exactly.
Ashley, what do you look like if you had to compare yourself to a celebrity?
So I think about this all the time because I hear you guys' show, but I look like in Orange is the New Black. There's like the pretty like Mexican girls who kind of like they're like kind of like sassy and stuff. The girl with the bangs, I think her name's Flocka, but I look like her.
Wow,
No bangs.
okay, all right.
That's very nice.
That's
Yeah.
Heidi would know. She watches that show.
I do.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Sorry
for
about
calling
the
show.
breakup
You're single during quarantine.
over FaceTime.
Yeah, 30% say it's okay to dump someone now. 30% say you should wait. 40% say they just don't know.
Well, then don't do anything.
People in their 20s and 30s are more likely to say it's okay to dump someone now. People 45 and up are much more likely to say you should wait.
You should wait.
revealed your
Because
age.
you know what? You may just be feeling that like, stir crazy feeling that once everything gets back to normal and you have your job and he has his job and then it's like, oh, we're fine again. So don't break up too soon just because this is what is considered a rough patch. So you kind of just let's get back to normal and see if I still feel that way.
Yeah.
If I still feel that way when you're working and
At
we're doing
45, you're really going to go back out and get back out in the game, Heidi?
Nah.
I think you're probably putting up with a lot of stuff right now just
Nah.
because you don't want to go out.
Sure, she chews gum like a cow pulling its foot out of the mud, and
The
she
devil
reads
you
out
know.
loud when she's, doing her work. And I go, "What? Oh, nothing. I was reading. I normally do that quiet."
I want you to read and chew gum tonight. So she's reading out loud. And some breakup.
Sometimes we'll be in the
you don't
car.
have to until it's all over.
We'll be in the car, and I put my hand out like this. And
you throw her gum out the window?
I go, you gotta give it to me. She's like, what? I go, I can't take it. You got, and she'll be like, spin, and I put in a little napkin and throw it away. And I'm like, I can't take it.
You sort of toss it out the window?
No. I wouldn't do that to the birds. Come on.
Birds
they think
like gum.
Well, they think it's a tasty treat. They think maybe it's a piece of bread.
Maybe it is a tasty treat for birds.
No,
Why not?
No,
Maybe they know not to swallow it.
They think it's like a little thing of bread, and then they're like,
oh, now I definitely want to go feed some birds some gum after that impression. That's hilarious. I was saying, who do you think leaned towards breaking up more, men or women, during the quarantine?
Women.
You say women
Yeah.
are more likely to lean towards breaking up now than holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, do you agree?
No, I think it's easily men.
Oh, I think it's easily women.
Nope. Men slightly lean towards breaking up now. Women slightly lean towards waiting.
Oh. All
I
right.
think they're worried about finding somebody else. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to die alone. Women have a real problem being alone.
Yeah.
Sad.
Guys dream of it.
Yeah. We relish it.
I'm alone.
I'm alone.
Oh, it's amazing.